Hey guys, welcome to SpitBack. Dave here, and today I'm going to show you how I make a spaced coil. I'm not going to get too in-depth into it. We'll keep it short and to the point. So let's get down close and I'll show you how it's done. Alright guys, so for this process there is the main tools you need. I've got this little jig here. You can use this or one of those small screwdrivers. Basically this is one that has some focus, stays in focus there. The different levels of diameter for your coils. I generally use the 3 most of the time, which is that one right there, so I'll show you that. Good pair of needle nose pliers, works well for tightening the coils if needed. And of course, we have the wire. I've been using the stainless steel 24 gauge. I don't have much experience with the other types, Canthal, etc. So things might be a little different with those, but so far I've had good luck. The difference between a regular macro coil versus a spaced coil. Spaced coil, from what I can tell, like I said, it might be different with the other metals, but the stainless steel anyway, it gives a better flavor. Other than that, one other thing I've noticed with them is they don't seem to get gunked up nearly as much. With a regular coil, especially if you're changing juices and stuff a lot, the coils seem to get gunked up quite a bit. The coils turn black, you have to re-wick. With a spaced one, at least from my experience, I don't have to do that nearly as much. So, generally I am doing a dual setup. I'm just going to do one today though. So, I'm not going to actually build on the deck in this video. I'm just going to show you how to make the coil. So, what I like to do on a spool like this is just go for each coil, wrap it around once until you're at the part that holds it again. Usually gives you about 6 to 8 inches, somewhere around there as far as length goes. I guess another good tool might be handy is to have your wire clippers. Those pliers, they have them built in, so that might work too. I think these are a little sharper though, so I'm going to use these. That aside, so you have your wire, straighten it out so it's pretty decent. I have seen there are methods where you can, which I'll probably show you how to build one later, but like a twisted coil, you can put them in a drill. If you just put it straight like this and hold the end of it with those pliers, it'll get really straight, which is kind of nice, but for this purpose you don't really need that. Another thing too, space coils do seem to be, in my opinion, a little bit easier to build. You're not trying to get it as tight together as you would building a normal coil. So what I like to do, take the jig with your hand or a screwdriver. Like I said, you could use, I don't have one nearby I can show you, but one of those smaller size screwdrivers. Generally, I believe they're around the 3mm mark as well, as far as how big they are. So, but yeah, just kind of hold it with your thumb, find the mark where it stops here, and you're going to go all the way up against that. Just want to make sure you grip it real well. Just start wrapping it around. You don't have to get real close, as this one's going to be spaced anyway. So I did a little extra. I'll show you why I do that. Generally, I'm aiming for a 7 wrap. So what I have here, I kind of lost count because I didn't start counting right away. So I have 9 currently. And basically, when you get it like this, it looks all uneven and not the greatest, but if you hold it down, kind of straighten the legs a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect right away here. But I like to hold it all the way up against this edge, you know, where it measures the millimeter or the diameter, and you just kind of want to just push it together. It might not be perfect, but see how it kind of makes it a little more even that way. And even though the ends aren't perfect yet, that's fine, and I'll show you why here. So after I do that, to make it the actual, you know, the wrap length that I actually want, like I said, I'm going to aim for a 6 full wrap, 7 with the half wraps on the ends. That I think usually comes out to around a 0.2 normally for me. Well, that's with a dual coil setup. So dual coil doing the same thing, it should be around that. So what I like to do, like I said, to kind of even this out, is I'll grab the front one with the pliers there and just kind of slowly unwrap it. So I can unwrap it twice. So there's once, and if it gets in your way, you might have to move it. His leg's kind of long. And there's twice. So now we have the 7 wraps we want. And I just kind of spring it back in action. If you need to, if it doesn't, you know, got a couple that are sticking together closer than the others, don't be afraid to spread them back out like that. Push them back together. Just kind of get them even. And you know, after they're semi-even there, just kind of pull them again, get them straightened out. And then at that point, you can trim them up. Make sure you don't poke your eye out. So there we have it. There is a spaced coil. Like I said, this is sometimes you got to play with them a little bit, get them spaced back out evenly. Doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah, there you go. That is one space coil. These are the ones I generally use probably the most often when I build myself. Now, flavor-wise, they're definitely nowhere near like a Fuse Clapton style. They're not near as superior as one of those flavor-wise, but for building, especially for a beginner, this one works really well. And this is what I prefer versus a regular, you know, tightly wound macro coil. So there you have it. And if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you know when we upload videos next. You've been owned. Have a good one.